Welcome everyone to another episode. Today I want to show you what Bitcoin has been doing, and what he's doing is something has been doing the whole bull market, which is just consolidating before having an explosion to the upward side. And this is what we have been having since the last breakout we have from the 110, more or less 110,000. We have this leg up, and now we're consolidating again, preparing ourselves and loading all the liquidity to go up massively as well and make the last leg up. And you need to realize also, like in the last leg up is where the most majority of money or wealth is made in crypto. This always happen in order to make everybody tired, and at the end of the bull market is when everybody can make a lot of wealth if you are prepared and if you have been collectively gathering the best performance tokens from the whole year. So we're gonna try to predict what actually is happening, or what's going to happen now, because we have been talking about it before in the daily, and we was expecting either to have a consolidation or to go down to the 110, well, all going aligned with the orange line, which is the price. It will be changing depending of the time. So for the next day, we're gonna have a probably 110 already, 111. I know discarding the option that we can fail down there, but at the moment we see already this nice consolidation, which I don't really see it breaking it, but it's still the possibility there. And if you want to take advantage of the short or a long, you can do it with a big nice bonus I have in the comment in the description section, and you can use the bonus for Bitunix, where you can just log in super easy, super simple without any KYC. You can trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whatever icon that you prefer, having already a nice bonus from the description below. So if we're observing in the daily, we haven't this consolidation already for a few days, but in the 4 hour charts, we can see it even better. I was mentioning this already many days ago before it happened. So this is the nice part about um, predicting what the market is going to do and not analyze, because many of the people out there, they just analyzing, and at the end, it's just reading the charts or the historical chart, but you don't know where to go. Or in the best case, I cannot really call it best case, but in any scenario, they're just going to give you an arrow to the upside or to the downside, and then you ended up and exactly as you start, just with doubts. So I prefer to do it myself, just always like go in one direction. Either it's going to go down or up, and don't confuse you, because otherwise it made no sense to try to learn if we at the end don't know where to gonna go. So as I was predicting is this consolidation, now we start to see how these lines start to get together, and this is really nice and important, because when those lines align, it start to compress. There is a compression of the price, and this result always in a massive explosion. Now, because the trend, you know already, the trend is your friend. The trend is in the upper side. The explosion have more potential to go upside, and we can also see it um, before this happened. We have it also in this area. We went up, we start to see the separation of them. We were down, they separating, and then they start to join, to compress in this area. And we have this consolidation, then boom, the explosion to the opposite side. And this is what I'm expecting now from here. Probably we're gonna come to reach this area. We're gonna go down, we're gonna go up and down in the next few days, and then we're gonna have this leg up. So just keep it in mind if you want to enter. I gotta be prepared already. I'm preparing already some orders in order to take advantage of the market and make some trades in futures. In spot, I'm already full on it since yeah, I mean, since we were pretty low, that was already months ago. I hope that you do as well. And something I want to remind you as well, because not everybody's talking about that, but it's super important now that we are in the last leg from the market, from the bull market. It's really important to get focused and to start to DCA profit, because now is the moment where everybody start to get greed, and believe me that we're gonna see even more um, craziness in the market and more FOMO, and we're gonna start to hear a lot about the super cycle that Bitcoin never gonna have a bear market anymore. And you don't want to get trapped in that, because I believe we're gonna have this time. Unfortunately, we're gonna have a bear market. It's not 100% unfortunate, because if we have a bear market, this is the best chance to go full bags and buy the real dip. So just keep in mind, keep your mind fresh and start to DCA taking profits, because nobody has been getting poor taking profits. You start to take profits 10%, depending how much weight or how much you have your wealth in crypto, how full are your bags. Start to every time you reach certain price like 120, just take 20%, then 125, take another 20, and so on, so on. And that way you don't gonna get ripped by the market, because we're gonna have a really deep downside, and you don't want to be no prepared for that, because many people, this is what happened to many people, and they always get burned and then they just quit. um, yeah, and that is really tragedy, all that's it. But if you follow this channel, you know I can also gonna be saying what I'm doing, where is my money is going, and when I'm taking it out as well, or when I put it apart, because for whatever dip is happening. So just subscribe to the channel, like the video, and like this, you don't gonna get lost in what actually the market is doing and what is happening next. And this leg out, I'm talking to you, this already I mentioned already since July 2024. An old account I used to have. Um, the price, like I was saying with the orange line, is always gonna be increasing depending many factors, like the timing, the volume we have, and the circumstances, and many other factors in the traditional finance. And by the time I was pointing out this leg up, 220. That was in July 2024, when nobody was talking about it. Now, I may say we are mm, in the middle of that last leg, or well, in this case, actually, it's Elliot's wave, which is the five is the last one, and after that, we're gonna see playing down five waves again to the downside. But for now, I just want to focus on this, because nobody's really talking about it. And if you want to get profit from this bull market, you should just learn about the Elliott waves, and you will see how that make a lot of sense. So for now, as I was saying, in the last leg up, we're gonna see the price pretty much. You can see already, because there's like how it is, the timing as well. We still have some time. We're still gonna have some. Um, so leg up, and we're gonna see the price breaking the 123. But just keep in mind that going to half a million and to 300K, like most of the people are talking, I don't really see it for this bull market. It will happen. It's gonna happen for sure, but I don't see it this time. Also, why I'm saying as well that we still have more momentum is because people start to come now. You can see already in the Google search in the last 12 months, the altcoins start to already go a little bit up. We're already in the 15 line, more or less. Ethereum is already higher, 75 more or less, but keep Bitcoin is nowhere there. So we still have a little bit more to go. You see, in the past, we always reached like 175. So around that area, we already are in dangers, and that is the moment when you really need to think if you want to stay in and never sell and be high on hands like everybody gonna say and just ride the whole bear market, or you want to take some profit and have some holidays and then enjoy and buy in during the bear market. So it's something else to keep in mind. Of course, we need to see so many other indicators, but this is one of one of the keys as well to see where the market is heading to. And this is all still happening, and we still haven't had any cut to the interest rates. Now imagine when that cut comes, that is when we're gonna see a real parabolic. I'm really wishing to see that parabolic because we haven't seen it yet. We have these big candles, but not like in a bull market. Believe me, in a bull market, you just see these huge, massive green candles, and they greedy. The market gets greedy, greedy, greedy as F. So there's still more to come. Also, a strategy is just acquire and acquire more and more BTC. They don't really care about the price because they just uh, collecting all this cash and liquidity and just put it at whatever price. They are really in the long term. They're not planning to sell tomorrow, in a month, or in a year. They're just seeing for more years to come, 10, 20, whatever. I don't know if they gonna even sell. But and this is a different game, no? This is a completely different game that the game probably you want to play. I hope you don't want to earn for tomorrow because that's the case of going to play with futures and leverage. I wouldn't recommend that if you don't really know about how the market is working. But if you're going for the long term, for here to 10, 20 years, you still can collect. It doesn't matter if the price is 100, 120, or 110. The price by then is going to be so much higher because there's so many people still, they don't know how the Ponzi scam of fiat work. They still don't know how to work. Little by little, more people have been waking up and trying to learn more how fiat works, how everything in the economy is functioning, but there's still other people that they don't really interest in that. And also, like Frey is saying that boomers I hate by millennials because they bought cheap houses. No, now nobody can even afford a house. You can buy that, but with a debt of 20, 25, you need to be a slave of the bank. And even though you still have the big risk that you're going to lose it, because if you can afford to pay whatever happened to your job, they're going to take it for you. So it's not really a property until you pay it, and you're going to be a debt for 25 years. Do you want to do that? Boomers, they didn't. They just, I don't know, they just pay in a few months, a few years. It was nothing. But this will be nothing compared to the hate of Gen Z to the millennial who bought cheap Bitcoin. And this is exactly why if you buy right now to 100K is still super cheap for the time to come because in 20 years, he's saying 20 years, the price gonna skyrocket compared to here. That's why when you understand Bitcoin, you don't really want to see it because there is no fiat on the whole planet, all those Ponzi fiat in the whole planet that can survive to what is here, to what is coming in the next years. You can see how the states having a huge debt that cannot pay because the whole system is a debt in the whole world is like this. Now you start to see these issues as well in the UK. They're trying to sell a lot of assets, even Bitcoin, in order to try to cover the deficit, but it's impossible because how the system is structured. It's impossible to do it just selling or printing more money. At the end, the only solution is Bitcoin if you want to protect yourself, if you want to protect your family and your wealth, and even if you don't want to make yourself rich, but this at the end is automatically come to you because how the Ponzi fiat is set up. But just holding the value of your work, of your money, the only asset can really do it is Bitcoin and gold. But gold they can always find in whatever place on planet they can always find more gold. And if you see also the percentage of return of gold, gold has been just storing the value, but Bitcoin it give you even yield. It give you yield, so it protect you from all that Ponzi fiat and give you yield, and that's why people get more wealthy. So it's up to you to decide, but. As I say, if you have a really long-term view, there's nothing to worry, and the noise is happening now, and the 4 hours and the daily chart, and the next months to come, we're just gonna see Bitcoin breaking new all-time highs through new all-time highs and massive candles. So if you want to be part of that and you don't want to miss what the market is doing and what Bitcoin is heading to, just subscribe to the channel, like the video, and see you tomorrow, guys.